Welcome back. This is Zach with more Zero G Gaming, and I just wanted to touch on more of the modding scene in No Man's Sky. Last time I covered Nexus mods a little bit and how to go about installing packed mods into your game. So today I just wanted to show off No Man's Sky Mods, which is a great site for all sorts of modding materials. There's a couple really great mods that I want to show you. I'm not going to go too deep into them, but there's like immersive space, low flight. There's cockpit free look, which is over on Nexus Mods. But you can just go to this site and browse through. You just view all mods. They have categories as well, I believe. I don't know if you can search by category. My internet's being kind of dumb right now. But there's a lot of good material on here, and some of the stuff that's on here isn't over on Nexus Mods yet, and vice versa. So you kind of want to keep an eye on both if it's something that you're interested in. And I'm just going to play some footage in the background of a couple of these mods so you can see them kind of working together. Alright, so let's just show you the pages here. So we've got, first is Immersive Space. This is actually a slight retweak of another mod called Deep Space. I personally prefer Immersive Space because it gives you a little bit more of the nebula and you have a bit more color. Though I haven't really played around a lot. I like them both, so I'm not quite sold. But you can also check out Deep Space, which, like I said, it's right there. So that one's really nice. I like it. It takes away a lot of the color out of the sky and makes it a bit more like night. You know, it's dark. It was kind of disorienting flying out into space when there's just blackness and you can't really tell the distance that well. You really have to kind of punch away from the planet at first. But it's pretty cool. And then there's Low Flight, which is amazing. This deserves its own video, and I'm probably going to give it its own video if I get the time and the drive. But this does what should have been in the game from the beginning, and it just takes away the stupid thing that makes it so you can't fly into the ground or anything. So you can fly all the way down underwater, which is so much fun. You can go under things, and you can crash into stuff, and your ship takes damage to the shield. I have everything maxed out, and it doesn't do too much damage at that point, so I'm not sure if you're like newer or if, say, you just had like a small ship, because I have the biggest one. So small ships might handle better, which would probably be pretty fun actually. The one thing with that, though, I have noticed, be careful where you land. You don't want to land too close to like a structure. Sometimes you'll get stuck and you can't get out because the game would normally shunt you away from it, but rarely happens, and this is a great mod. I strongly recommend you get this. And to go with this mod won't really work the same for everybody. I use a Razer Naga, so I have the buttons at my thumb, and right now Cockpit Free Look lets you move, or you turn left, right, up, down, and it uses a separate program called VJoy. You have to have VJoy running in the background. When you open it, it doesn't even actually open. You have to go down into the little hidden icons tab and click on that to set it up. But if you have something like this where you can easily hit the other 4 buttons while you're flying, it's a nice immersive thing to just be able to kind of look off to my side or look up. This is not really big, but it's nice, and I know they're looking for a way to make it so you could hold, like, say, Alt, and then you can just look with your mouse. Like, that's the ideal way. So right now you can't do that, but in the future, hopefully that happens. So I've kind of been researching a bit myself because I'm trying to learn how to do all this, and since I'm showing some of you, I'd like the information to be as accurate as can be. And now there's packed files and unpacked files, and I'm not that familiar with it. So I'm going to provide you the link to this. It's just a discussion on Nexus Mods called The Current State of Modding No Man's Sky. It's not a tutorial or anything. You can find those, but it's just a good breakdown of kind of everything that's going on right now, and and the difference between the different types of files. I don't really know enough to to tell you one thing or the other. I just know if you take a PAK file and you pull it into your PC banks, I think that's what it's called. I forget all the time, but anyway, if you pull it in there, then it works. But there's other kinds that aren't packed, and you can pack them. And I'm just not going to go into that. But definitely take a look through that, read that. Always try to educate yourself and learn new things, especially when you're trying to mod and do something like this. Because if you're not familiar with it, issues are going to arise, and if you're not looking for solutions, if you're not asking questions, then you're just going to frustrate yourself. One thing I've been starting to do now, because I totally neglected it in the beginning, right now, since we have no mod managers, they're, as this discussion actually covers, they're on the way, but for now there's no mod managers. So I think it's a good practice to just make a bookmark folder of all the mod pages of mods that you're actively using, and maybe even another one of ones that you're just interested in. But you want the ones that you're using, so that way if an update rolls out and it crashes everything, you can quickly find the pages to see if they've been updated. And also, if you have any questions about the mod while you're playing, you don't have to go and try and search and remember the specific name of the mod and which site you found it. You just go into your bookmarks, oh, it's this one, click, find what you need, good to go. And as I mentioned, since future updates could cause all your mods to conflict and crash and everything, just try to make it a habit to back up your No Man's Sky folder from time to time. Have one basic one before you modded, and then another one that's modded, just so that way anything happens, it's there. It's just a peace of mind type of thing. And really, I just wanted to show you this basic stuff. This is nothing too in-depth or detailed. Just remember, this is a really infantile stage thing. This is base floor. With the modding, we don't know where this is really going to go, and it looks like it's heading in a good direction, so we'll have to wait and see. But it could really turn this game into something just totally different. A complete different animal. So I'm really excited to see where it's going to go. That's why I just want to share with you in case you're not aware or you're still learning. Definitely keep an eye on it, because there's absolutely things to be disappointed and upset about in No Man's Sky. But modding, that's not one of them. This is a good thing. This is fun. So that's really all I wanted to cover. And until next time, this is Zach signing off.